I brought another toy home. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I have a very exciting day today. We are planning on potentially going to pick up a new project truck to get started on. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is just yet. Don't worry, the third gen is not going anywhere. There's nothing wrong with it. I just want another truck to throw in the garage and kind of get rolling on a new project and build more of a rock truck rather than an overlander, which is kind of what I have going on with the third gen. The truck that we're going to go look at today is not running. It's about an hour up the road. So I got my buddy Jake on the way. He's going to come snag me. We're going to go pick up a trailer and then go and check this thing out and see if we can't make a deal. Should be fun. Come along for the ride. Navigating a trailer through Idaho Springs isn't necessarily the easiest thing in the world, and we got to squeeze this thing into a little small alley behind his truck, so trying to figure that out right now.
Remember the trailer with the car on it back, because you can see the car moving around, but when there's no car and you're just kind of blind sending it? Fun.
How many not running trucks have you picked up this year? Is this
just mine, dude.
Just the first one? Just yours?
Just mine, yeah.
Oh yeah. We are heading back to Denver, and as you guys saw, I didn't do a ton of filming when we were at Buddy's house. I didn't want to be a weirdo and be like, hey man, you want to be in my YouTube video? But yeah, we just picked up an 85 first gen 4Runner, and it's already straight axled in the front. It's on leaf springs. Definitely is going to be a bunch of work. Comes with a whole second motor, the one that's in it right now. We got it to turn over a couple times, but it's not running. So I knew that going into it, it's going to be a project. It's going to be a ton of work. I'm looking forward to it.
What did you bring home?
I brought another toy home. Big squat, dude.
Carolina.
You are from Carolina, aren't you?
Yeah. It's my roots.
All right, we just got this thing back to the house. I just moved some stuff around in the garage. And right now Jake is testing his backup abilities, and we're gonna try to back it into the driveway and get it pushed into the garage where it'll probably live for a little bit. See how Jake does. So it has been a couple days since I brought the 4Runner home. It is now living in my garage, not running currently. I've had a ton of questions. I already posted all this stuff on Instagram, obviously, so had a lot of people reaching out asking me what the plan is for this thing, where's the third gen going, etc. So first and foremost, I am not getting rid of the third gen 4Runner. I have no intentions of getting rid of that thing anywhere in the near future. I love that truck. I've spent a ton of time building it. Obviously, we still have a lot of fun in it. So as far as the first gen 4Runner, I have been looking at these things for years. Pretty much since I bought the 3rd gen about 3 years ago, I have been looking for a good deal on a 1st gen 4Runner, something that's within my means that I could actually afford and not go broke doing. And that is what this is going to be. I was talking back and forth with a couple different people selling 1st gens and got lucky, and this one was in Idaho Springs, which is only about 40 minutes from my house. This truck does need a ton of work. It's not something that I'm going to be able to just work on for a couple days or a couple weeks and be rolling around and hitting trails with. It's going to be a project. I plan on pretty much tearing this thing all the way down to nothing and starting fresh. So as the truck sits today, it is on 35-inch tires and some Pro Comp Steely wheels. Obviously has armor all the way around the truck, front bumper, rear bumper, sliders, a super old worn winch that does work on the front, leaf front and rear. The stock 85 Toyota axle up front. It is on 529 gears and the rear axle is welded. It's a 22RE engine with a blown up head gasket. As far as what I want to get done to this truck, I want to strip down pretty much everything. I want to take off front and rear axle, clean everything up. I'm going to put a different axle in there with 529 gears and an E-locker, clean the front axle up, put a truss on it, ARB air locker, and then it'll get some bigger tires, probably get some new rims on there, upgrade all of the brakes. It's going to be getting Chevy 63 rear leaf springs. It's going to get a new paint job. I'm going to be fixing a bunch of the cosmetic damage and trying to prevent some more rust from happening on the body, and resealing the frame, reinforcing some parts of the frame. It's going to get pretty much everything that the 3rd gen has and more. It's going to be a ton of work. All I have is this small workspace in my garage and limited tools, honestly. So I'm going to be purchasing a new welder and some new tools along the way to get this project completed. Overall, I am super excited. I've been wanting this truck in my garage for a very long time. I already started dumping money into some parts. I plan on selling a bunch of stuff off of the truck as well to pay for some of the new parts that I'll be getting. I could go on and on about the plans for this thing. Started editing this video and realized that the other night I just kind of rambled and never actually wrapped this video up. With all that being said, if this is anything that interests you guys, if you guys feel like following along with this build, feel more than free. I'll be posting videos pretty much once a week of progress on this project truck. Super grateful for everybody that reaches out and shows support to this channel. We did get monetized recently. It's definitely not a ton, but any of that money that I get from YouTube videos will be going right back into this truck. So definitely feel free to like, share, subscribe, share these videos with your friends, post them on Instagram, whatever you want to do. By no means do I consider myself an expert in Toyota trucks or off-roading or pretty much anything in general. I am winging all of this stuff. It's my first time working on one of these trucks. It was my first time building a 3rd gen. I'm pretty much learning as I go. So if you guys have advice on things that work well with these trucks or with certain processes, definitely feel free to share them in the comments. I'm always open to new advice. And yeah, as always, I really appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support, and I will see you in the next video.